Hello dear friends and welcome to EduTab. This video is for all those aspirants who have decided to prepare for the Assistant Provident Fund Commissioner examination in the EPF organization, and they are still not very sure about the strategy that they have to use for preparing for the subject of accountancy in the syllabus of the APSC exam. So we all know that the accountancy is a very important part of the syllabus, right? And if you look at the syllabus of the previous examinations of APFC, accountancy, auditing and insurance, this was a single component, and in this component the most important chapter is obviously the accountancy. So we will in this video discuss about the strategy, important topics and the sources that we can use for preparation of the accountancy part of this examination. But before that, let me tell you that all these answers can be found in this elaborate guidebook that we have prepared for the APFC examination. This guidebook has been prepared keeping in mind all the needs and questions which are there in the minds of students of APFC. So if you are having any doubt, any query about this particular exam, you can download this guidebook absolutely free of cost from the description box given below, right? And most importantly, this guidebook contains the previous year questions. The previous year's questions of all the examinations which were conducted in the last 10 years, we have found out all those questions with their solutions, with their answers. We are providing all those PYQs to you in this guidebook. So in this guidebook, you will find all information about the APF organization, about the post of APFC, its power, its responsibility, its functions and its salaries, etc. Then the mode of conducting of this exam, how the recruitment process is conducted, what are the different stages, what is the syllabus, and what are the previous year's questions which were there from each of the components of the syllabus. So do not wait or do not waste your time going to any other sources, going online through different websites and different portals and finding out information which might be varied information, which might be not very reliable. All these things we have done on our own self, and we have accumulated all the answers for you and provided you in this guidebook. Go to the description box now and download the guidebook absolutely free of cost, and then you will find out all the answers. Okay, so now let us talk about the strategy for the subject of accountancy. First of all, if we look at the examination which was conducted in 2012 and 2015, the last two examinations for the APFC exam, we can say that from the component of accountancy, insurance, auditing, only two questions were asked, right? But if we look at the recently conducted 2021 APFO Enforcement Officer, Accounts Officer examination, in that you will find that the 10 questions from the accountancy parts were asked. Okay, so obviously, going by the recent trends, we can expect that around 10 questions will be there from the accountancy, auditing and insurance part. Okay, so obviously this becomes a very important part of the examination. If you want to clear the cutoff of the recruitment test, you have to have a good hold over the accounting, auditing or insurance part. But in this, there are three separate subjects: accounting, auditing and insurance. Out of these, accounting is the most important. All the questions in the EPFO's APFC 2012 and 2015 examinations, they were related to accountancy only. If we look at the EOA examination which was recently conducted, out of 10 questions, 8 questions from the part of the accountancy only, right? 1 question from auditing. It is very rare that auditing will be asked. We assume that the auditing will not be part of the syllabus, which will be coming very soon for the APFC examination. But accountancy is very important. Insurance, just basics are required. If I talk about insurance, only 1 or 2 questions from insurance will be there according to our assessment, and these questions will be very simple in nature. If you want to prepare for insurance, you can go to the IRDAI website. There the 4 regulation ebooks are there. You can go through those ebooks, and any question that will be in the examination can be answered from those ebooks. Okay, auditing, leave for now. We will wait for the exact syllabus which will come in the notification itself, and then we can decide whether we have to prepare for auditing or not. Okay, therefore the subject that we have to prepare diligently is obviously the syllabus of accounting. So now, how to prepare for accounting? 10 questions asked from accounting in the last 2021 EPFO EOAO examination. Out of these 10 questions, were they tough? Were they solvable or not solvable? They were not at all tough questions. They were easily solvable questions, and they were also not numerical questions. Many aspirants who do not have any background in accountancy, they are very apprehensive that whether we will be able to solve numericals based on the accounting principles. So there were not numerical questions in the previous examination. Okay, only one question in my opinion was difficult, but it was difficult for even those aspirants who have a background in accountancy. those aspirants would not be able to solve that question, right? So obviously we need not worry about that kind of exceptionally difficult questions, but most of the questions, they were very basic questions and they were easily solvable, right? So only the conceptual knowledge was required, not deep knowledge. Okay, then what is the problem? Why cannot we score 100% marks in the accounting syllabus? The only problem is that the syllabus is huge in itself, and aspirants who do not have any idea, who do not have any background in accountancy, who have not read accountancy in their +1 and +2 years or in their graduation years, they do not know the strategy of how to prepare for this subject. So for there, I am going to help you. These are the 18 chapters which basically cover the entire syllabus of accountancy part. Okay, starting from the introduction to accounting, theory base of accounting, and all these 18 chapters, we can divide them into 4 parts: part 1, 2, 3 and 4. Out of this, part 1 is the most important part that you have to have a good understanding in order to answer questions in the APFC examination. First of all, introduction to accounting. This is basically ABCD of accounting, that what is accounting, why accounting is needed, what is the relevance of accounting, okay, how accounting helps us in our economic transactions. So that is very basic part. You just have to read this theoretical chapter and you will gain an understanding that why we are reading accountancy, why is it important. Next comes theory based accounting. Here all the concepts of accountings are there. Various terminologies, definitions, these are part of the theory base of accounting. Then comes recording transactions part 1 and recording transactions part 2. Here we learn how to maintain accounts. How can we maintain our journals? How can we maintain our ledgers, right? What is ledger? What is journal? What types of transactions, what types of credit or debit are placed in which kind of account? All these things, they are part of this recording transaction. So this is the core of accountancy. If I tell you that I have read accountancy and I have completed this chapter, recording transactions part 1 and part 2, that means you will know that I have a good understanding of the basics of accountancy. Then comes your trial balance and bills of exchange. These 6 chapters, in the last examination of EOAO 2021 which was conducted, 80% questions, they were from these 6 chapters. And the next 20% questions, they were from outside this chapter, but they were again very difficult. So in my opinion, if you prepare these 6 chapters very diligently and you have a good hold over these subjects, if you have revised them well, obviously you are 80% prepared for the accountancy part of the APFC examination, right? Next comes these special provisions like accounting for share capital, bonus and rights issues. All these things you can read. If you have a good hold over accountancy already, you have a basic understanding of accountancy, you can go for these chapters, right? So if you have time, if you have resources, if you find the subject interesting enough, you can go for that. But in my opinion, these 6 chapters will be very, very much suitable for you, very much sufficient for you in order to crack accountancy in the APFC exam. Okay. If you look at the previous year's questions, for example, the question related to trial balance, right? Again from the first 6 chapters, chapter number 5. Then there was a question related to wages paid for installation of machinery is credited to which of the following accounts? Coming from the recording transactions part 1. How to record transactions, which transactions are paid or mentioned into which account. Next, when are current liabilities payable? Current liabilities, when are they payable? This is from theory base of accounting. Right, so first 6 chapters only. Next, is the total of debit and credit side of the trial balance the same? Again from the trial balance. Right, so in the 6 chapters, the first 6 chapters, we can see most of the previous year's questions, they are from there only. Following the first book in which the transaction of business unit are recorded. Again, recording of transactions. Right, so recording of transactions part 1 and 2. This, if you have completed the first 4 chapters, you are half ready. And if you complete trial balance and bills of exchange, you already have 80% grasp over the syllabus. Okay. Now, how to prepare? 80% questions were very easy in the last EOAO examination, and therefore we have decided that we have to focus on basics only. For especially those aspirants who are, let's say, from UPSC background, who are not preparing accountancy for other examinations, for them, do not be fearful of the subject. 80% questions will be very easy and you will have to focus on the basics only. Okay. Now, focus on basics. Do not be a pro. We do not have to be accountants. We do not have to go into much detail about accountancy. We do not have to be professional accounts people. We just have to focus on basics in order to answer those questions which will be there in the APFC recruitment test. Next, do not focus much on numerical part because numericals were not asked in the previous examinations. So we assume that they will also not be asked in the upcoming examinations. So we are not focusing much on solving numericals. We are focusing mostly on the concepts and mostly on the basics of the accountancy. Do as many practice questions as you can. to apply the basics part, like what is ledger, what is journal, which kind of transactions are being part of the which kind of accounts. So these basics, they will be revised enough by you, they will have to be practiced enough by you, and for that you have to attempt as many practice questions as you can. Next, give as many sectional tests and full length mock test after reading chapters, trying to find out whether you can pass the previous year questions. If you have completed the chapter of recording transactions part 1, then go to the previous year's questions and find out whether you are able to answer correctly all those questions which were from that particular chapter. So the practice part is very important. If I talk about the timeline, how much time would you need to complete the first 6 chapters? In my opinion, it should not be more than 30 hours. If you are diligently and only preparing for the accountancy part, dedicated to the accountancy part, and you are reading, you are devoting all your time in reading these 6 chapters only, so only 30 hours should be enough for you to prepare these 6 chapters. But most after those 30 hours, your work starts. Now you have to practice, and you have to practice a lot. So all the concepts that you have read, all the definitions, terminologies and basics that you have read about accountancy, you will have to revise that. You will have to revise and practice as many questions as you can in the rest of the times. Okay. Next, revision is the key. As I told you, as much time as you can devote for revision, that will help you grasp, or that will help you make your understanding much better. And time would be your biggest enemy, and you have to use it judiciously. And at this juncture of time, we know that we have ample amount of time before the examination is actually conducted. So therefore, be very sure, my friends, that if you start the preparation now for the APFC exam, then only you will be able to, get a very good understanding about this particular subject. So what are the sources? Now the next question that comes into your mind is, what are the sources which you can use for preparing this? So NCERTs, in my opinion, are always best to start, because they cover the basics in a very simple, lucid language. They make you understand, even if you don't have any prior background of this accountancy, then still you can read NCERTs and you can read these particular chapters, and then you will have a good understanding about NCERT, about the accountancy, like introduction, theory base, recording of transactions part 1, part 2, bank reconciliation. This is not very important, but bank trial balance and rectification, depreciation provisions. So NCERT class 11th part 1, class 11th part 2 and class 12th part 2, these particular chapters which are highlighted, they are important, and you can read those chapters. If you do not want to read NCERT's different books, then you can go for some reference books. And in these reference books, in my opinion, the D.K. Goyal, this is basically the book even the 11th and 12th class students who should read NCERTs, they also go for the D.K. Goyal book, because in this book all the syllabus of NCERTs is covered, and some extra practice questions are there as compared to NCERT. So you get extra practice questions, you get all the theory, all the chapters, all the relevant things which were there in the NCERTs in the D.K. Goyal book also. So this D.K. Goyal book for accountancy class 11th and class 12th, this should be your standard go-to book for accountancy part of the APFC examination. Other book which I can suggest is by S. Chand, again Introduction to Accountancy, again a basic book covering all the chapters which are there in the NCERT accountancy syllabus. Okay, so D.K. Goyal or S. Chand, in my opinion, D.K. Goyal is the book that you have to go for, both for volume 1, volume 2 for class 11th and class 12th. You can go and read those. Okay, so this is all for the particular accountancy strategy. But in my opinion, if you want a comprehensive course in which EduTap covers all the relevant chapters of accountancy through video lectures, handouts and practice questions, then you have to subscribe to our master pack. In this master pack, in addition to accountancy, all the other components of the APFC syllabus are covered very diligently in very detail, with video lectures, handouts and practice questions and the coverage of previous year's questions. You can get there. If you want a test series, you can go for test series plus or test series only test series course. In this test series course, obviously you will get the tests for all the components, right? Sectional test, chapter wise test, as well as full length test in the test series course you will be getting. If I talk about test series plus part, here you get the test series. In addition to test series, you will also be getting components of accounts, components of social security, components of industrial relations and labor laws, their video lectures, their handouts, their practice questions. Okay, you will be getting the test series plus. So apart from GS, apart from English and maths, you will be getting all the components of APFC syllabus in the test series plus course. All these courses, we have made these different courses keeping in mind the need of various kinds of aspirants. Some aspirants, they just need the GS part, they just want to cover the GS part, they can go for the master pack. Some who want to cover only the non-GS part, and the test series, they can go for test series plus, or others who only want test series, they can go for this test series only course. All these courses, their links are given in the description box. You can go there, you can check out the prices, you can check out the different demo lectures and notes in these courses, and then you can decide whether you want to subscribe for these courses or not. But still, if you have any doubts or any questions, we conduct every week a live workshop for the UPSC APFC examination, and these workshop, they only contain a limited number of seats, and this workshop will answer all your questions. Kuldeep sir will be there until he has answered each and every query of the last standing student in the workshop. This workshop will not be over. So if you have any doubts, any queries, if you are still in doubt whether you should prepare for this exam or not, if you have decided to prepare, you have some doubt about strategy or anything, you can go for this workshop. This workshop is absolutely free of cost, and the link for this workshop, how you can register for this, is also available in the description box given below. Okay, so this is all from my side. I hope you enjoyed the lecture. Please keep on studying, keep on growing. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.